You. Hello, everyone. I am at the police station. Greetings, everyone. I am trying to get the school. Yes.
They still got the girders up there, the supports up there for the train.
Yeah, of what it used to be.
Yeah, the train used to go all the way around here. Kind of sad to see that now.
Yes.
This used to be a mall. This used to be an mall.
Right,
Here,
right.
Right here.
Oh, someone is here?
Right here.
Okay, what's up?
Yes.
It's my
Hold on,
officer.
hold on, I'll explain. We spoke, his name is Ted.
yesterday, yeah.
We spoke yesterday. He's saying hello, everyone.
Again.
Thank you again, and he's being very smiley and friendly about it. That's good to see. Hey, and I like the flag. It's the regular. Sir, the lady was saying that it's your case and that you're not gonna waive any fees.
I was assigned to go up there and check on his status to
What?
see whether or not he was alive. Then if he was not, then we would make it a fatal accident.
I see.
And we would investigate it as a fatal.
And what does that entail, if that had been, just so that I can know?
The bike.
I'm sorry?
If it was a
Please,
fatal crash,
let
they
him
won't
explain.
release the
Let me
bike.
explain. So, let him explain.
If it
So,
was a fatal, then the scooter would become evidence.
I see.
It wouldn't be released until that is done.
And does the fact, even if others were involved or another vehicle or not, as long as it's fatal, doesn't matter? That's the case?
Wouldn't matter.
I see.
Wouldn't matter. It would be evidence at that point, so we could figure out what happened. But right now, those are the fees, and as stated yesterday, as I told you yesterday, that would be up to the desk lieutenant. You'd have to talk to him. And
Yeah.
if he does not,
That's what I want to speak with, sir, because this is the thing. Let me explain to you. And I explained to the young lady that what happened is that we tried for 3 days to locate it. You guys couldn't tell us where it was. So how?
he was or the
No,
scooter?
no, the scooter. We tried to locate it 3 days. This happened on Friday. So I told Mark, I said, within 24 hours, otherwise it's a fee by the day. And he said, oh, I know. And so he tried every day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Finally, Tuesday, they said where it is and that we could pick it up. And he said, I have everything set up. And then we come, well, because they told him he needs a letter, but they never said notarized. So we come thinking on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I'm sorry, because they told him
That
Tuesday.
was yesterday, yeah.
Right, because kind of,
You
it was,
spoke to me about that, and I told you it had to be notarized.
Right, so,
And that
but
they
no-
have notaries there at the hospital.
and that, I want to explain, please. They said they have a notary at the hospital. The hospital said, we don't have one, we used to. So we couldn't get it yesterday.
Okay.
And obviously, the patient in ICU could not leave. So then today, he moved out of the ICU to another hospital, and that hospital has it.
Yep,
So
they
we
told
were
me
able
it
to
was
do it
transferred.
today. But the 3 days that we couldn't locate it, that wasn't our fault. Also, they said to speak with a lieutenant because they had told my friend that it would be waived because it wasn't our fault. That if anything, we would have to pay of the 3 days, not the 3 days, but the day, like 1 day for the $34 or something like that. I have the text still of what they told them. The text says, you might have to pay $34 and that's about all. And that's what they told my
Who
friend.
told them that? Because typically, if they waive fees, you still have to pay the impound fee, which is not gonna be $34.
And is the impound fee the same for any vehicle or is it different for a small
That I
scooter?
don't know. I have no ID. Yeah, can you print it up?
Thank
The
you.
detail charges.
So is he available? May I speak with him?
There is a sergeant there right now, so.
The lieutenant's not here.
Yeah, there's actually what's typically a desk lieutenant, but there is a sergeant right now because the lieutenant's on break. I can ask him if you could speak to him,
I can wait.
so,
If he's on break, on lunch break or something because of the time it is.
well, I don't know where he is. I can't say exactly because
Yeah.
I wasn't here when he left, so. Give me just a minute.
Okay, thank you. We've got 11 people on. Thank you, everyone. I'm right now nervous and I'm not looking at the chat, but I will answer it. I just want to show you the memorial. for the police officers that were fallen. Some of them fall in car accidents. The citizens don't kill them, but they'll claim like they'll make it seem like if somehow they were murdered, but they do not have how many they shoot, how many people the police kill on traffic stops and things. They do not post how many fallen citizens. You don't see it posted, how many fallen citizens by the police. And I will read the chat, everyone. The chat says, Wendy O says, hi, hello, hello. And Bency and Lots, greetings to all of you. I really, really appreciate Bency and Lots that you're here. All of you have been so good to me. Maddie and the Constitutional Corner, what's going on? Well, Maddie, they are charging me to pick up a scooter after they made me run around like a mad woman. My husband's in the ICU. They know that with COVID, they don't let anybody but immediate family and only one, but they would not release the scooter, even though it's by law that a notary public has to witness the signature. They still wouldn't release it. They still said it has to be notarized. They don't care that the patient is in ICU. Notary is not allowed by the hospital to go up to the patient's room and witness it. Okay, let's see. New Mexico citizen. Hello to you too, my dear. And North Corruption Monitor 907. Thank you. Hello to you too, sir. Appreciate everything.
Yeah, use the diaphragm stuff.
Bob Bitching. Hello, hello. You're always there. Thank you, Bob Bitching. Thank you, thank you. I kind of got used to that word, Bob Bitching. It sounds like a last name now. But anyway, Michigan Mister, you're on. I have not spoken with you in so long. I have not seen you in here or in any chats. So hello, hello. And who else is here? All right, people, I'll continue in a minute. Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's a breakdown of the actual charges.
Okay. And
I just talked to Sergeant Nevins, who is there filling in, and he said that these are the fees. If you want it, that is the fee because it was impounded, and those are the storage charges. Otherwise, if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him.
I can talk to the sergeant as well, you said? That's what he said? Well, sir, I would like to make you aware that not only that it doesn't seem to me that it's fair, this is why I want to speak with him, but it is totally not right that if we tried to get it within 24 hours that we couldn't, in addition to when they finally did tell us, because they said, we need a note from him. Oh, we didn't know that. So we got the note, and when we were here, they said it needed to be notarized. They didn't tell us at the time. So that, because of the COVID-19, it cost us another day to not be able to get someone, because the hospital will not allow anyone, only me. They will not allow any of his friends, and the notary was totally not allowed to go up there. And I said, will an app work? Can we do it through WhatsApp or some other app where you can see him sign? And he said it has to be in person by law. So we could not get it done like that. So even though the police department was the reason we couldn't get it, because for 3 days or so, maybe 4, they couldn't locate it. And then they failed to tell us about the letter having to be notarized, and then us unable to. Considering COVID-19, someone here, I'm sure, could have said, sure, come and get it anyway. The man is in ICU. The man nearly died. He's a Vietnam vet. And this is just not right. So please let me speak with
I'll let you
the
speak with him.
sergeant, because something is amiss here, sir. Something is amiss.
Okay, number one, we don't know who you spoke to, who told you those things. So did you video them so we can see them?
My husband's friend, I was with my husband because for 24 hours he was debating, fighting. He was between life and death.
Okay,
So
but
he,
did you see, did you
so
video the
excuse me, so
person who told
I'm
you
still
those things?
answering that. So I asked my husband's friend, could you please be in charge of getting the scooter? Because right now I could care less. May not even make it. So for like 24, 48 hours, he was intubated and everything. So no, I did not do anything. My friend, because it was a Saturday, he didn't work. He called everything and everyone. He tried, they could not locate it. He said a very nice lady who answered here, and then he spoke to some officer, a lieutenant or somebody. Nobody could locate it, and he said, we need to find out where it is. So he,
By phone.
right, and he called the next day, and he came on Monday. I think it was Monday. Nobody could locate it, sir.
This was somebody other than the owner, correct?
Right, somebody that was authorized.
You understand that we are not legally supposed to give you information if you are not the owner.
But sir, where is the human part of the police department or anywhere in the world when you realize that the patient is in
Who
ICU?
spoke to you yesterday?
Sir,
to help you?
he's in ICU. This is your policies.
It's not.
There
We
are
have to go by the law.
your
We have to
policy.
follow
This
the
is
law,
policy.
otherwise We end up responsible for those things.
Sir, this is policy.
I understand what
And
you're
also,
saying, but what you're not understanding is we have to go by the law, meaning that if it was yours, we still have to do the same thing.
sir, he was in ICU all between life and death. How can, and that can be verified by a simple phone call or a video from the hospital.
I already knew that because. I
Right.
went and checked
So
with
then
you yesterday.
it is this department, sir, with all due respect.
But
that-
you're asking me to avoid the law,
No, what law? The law of extortion?
the law that states
Sir.
specifically that we can't.
The law of extortion? Because you know the humans make these policies and you know the humans can change
You're
it.
making accusations.
Well, I'm asking, I said a
No,
question.
you said extortion specifically
And
twice.
I asked, I said, did you referring to the law of extortion? No, I asked.
You said
Okay, you said,
the law of distortion.
no, you said, you're asking me to break the law, and I asked you, which law, the law of extortion?
That's not extortion,
Okay, well, it was a question, sir.
okay?
Also, people are able to, this is why I need to speak to a manager, because anybody in a position of authority to do so, you guys could make it anything. You guys could say, sure, the man is dying, we will just release it. But what would be the reason, sir? What law would you be
You are
breaking?
not family.
I am. I'm family.
Your family, how are you?
His
related?
wife.
You're his wife?
Yeah, and the paper, may I have a copy of that paper that we gave you? The notarized that you needed in order to release it? I need that one or a copy of it,
You were
please.
married to him?
Yes, for 8
have the
years.
marriage record?
I can go bring the marriage record from the house. I have the marriage license and certificate, yes.
You would have brought that in the first place.
Nobody told us. Do you see how it's not our fault? Do you see, sir?
If you don't bring the proof that you are,
But how do we know?
it's still.
It says on there, and we brought that not notarized, nobody told us, sir. You see how the lack of communication is on your part?
No, not on mine, because I never saw this.
No, I mean the
today.
department. Somebody here could have told us that. How do we know? I've never done this before. He's never had a scooter accident and been in ICU and nearly dying that I couldn't worry about it for the first 48 hours.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you're his wife and you initially came here in the first place,
Yes.
why is the friend coming to pick it up?
Because I was with him. I couldn't leave him alone. He was between life and death. So when he woke up and was extubated, finally able to talk and whatever, because before that he was confused. I said, can you sign something? And I made a video with him talking that if I couldn't come, this is why he mentioned others. He mentioned Jamie, Sainz, and Butch, and we did not know his last name. For that reason, in case I couldn't come. And we did not know even his friend Mark, who is not named on there because he went to work, he was saying, why is this so difficult? This should not be that hard. And he said, something is wrong here. I'm going to make phone calls and see if I can arrange it. Right. How do we know? This is the first I hear that if somebody,
Just as you're saying, how do you know? How do we know?
because you know what you need. You know what you need. You know what you could have said.
You're his wife.
Right.
I could say I'm her husband.
And then you can say, can you bring something to prove it? But if you need to prove it, it is on you to say, you need to prove it. So since you need to prove, not me, I'm telling you, I'm his wife, and you're saying, okay, where's the, I'll go get it. No,
Otherwise,
but,
we can't turn over somebody's property to you.
and nobody had told us that. So the communication, but human error fell on you. Because you didn't tell us. If you had just plainly told us that. Someone here, sir, they know the rules. They would have said, are you his wife? Bring proof. Done. So for everything,
It's easy to say, but
Sir.
I'm gonna go get the lieutenant,
For-
excuse me.
for everything.
Evans, and
He's been hard about everything. The letter didn't notify us it needed to be notarized.
totally and completely up to him.
And nobody told me that I could have picked it up by bringing my marriage.
Up to him.
Okay, all right. But see what I'm saying though, sir? Thank you, New Mexico citizen saying that it's a great job. Thank you. Because I'm nervous dealing with these extortionists, these evil people. But how can it be our fault when they did not locate it for 3 or 4 days? Number one. Number two, they never told me that if I brought the marriage certificate. They're the ones requiring it. How is it on me to read their mind? Thank you for all the likes, people. Thank you. Text pod says hanging there. Yes, sir.
Who's she even talking to?
Yes. And it says Northern Corruption. Hi, Mike Stevens. And
We gotta pick up Tommy's bike. It's in the mail.
thank you for the likes, people.
He ended up in an accident and somehow the bike ended up on town on Friday. It was pretty nasty.
Doing all right now?
Yeah, he's out of the ICU. He's in Mary-free bed now, which is God bless it. You know, very grateful.
No kidding, wow. I'm sure.
And you know what?
It's like $370.
You'll have to tell them.
We've been
The
trying to
interns will take that, okay?
And this is, officer, this is what's wrong. This department could not locate it for 3 days and charge us all 3 days plus the impound.
Yeah, that's beyond me.
Right. And also, with COVID, we couldn't get it notarized because he couldn't, he's in ICU and they don't allow anybody. And so this is the policy of this place. This place is the one giving us a hard time. Now they're saying that if I had just brought my marriage license and certificate, and I said, how do we know? You're the one requiring it, so you tell me. I'm supposed to read your mind?
I'm sorry you're struggling, but I don't
Yeah.
have those answers for you.
I'm just explaining to you.
Well, let these
And this
guys
is
know and
why
we'll follow up.
people
Yeah.
question. You're not here to protect and serve us. It's officer safety all the
Honestly,
time.
you're talking about somebody completely different, honey. I'm gonna have to refer you back up there, okay? I
Officer
wish you
safety
the best,
first,
okay?
officer safety, and you guys do not serve us. And I'm letting everybody know.
Okay, well, I wish you all the best, okay?
Thank you so much.
What's going on?
I just told her, officer safety first. They don't care about us.
What's going on?
Well, he's gonna get somebody.
Yeah, he's gonna get the officer that's take no bullshit, take no prisoners. The guy that's the African American gentleman that's sitting at that desk he's the gentleman that's always on the news.
Oh, really?
This gentleman right here, the bald African American gentleman that's sitting behind the desk in the back room there, that's the shift sergeant.
I see.
He's a good guy. He really is, but he doesn't like arguing. He's not gonna take no prisoners. He takes no bull from nobody. I've already had to deal
But they
with
need to
him
do
before when he
something.
was a traffic
They never
cop.
told me that we could have brought it without a notary by proving that I'm his wife. They didn't say that. And
No, they wanted it notarized.
yeah, see, so everything that they're doing, they caused it.
Yeah, because yesterday we could have avoided another $33 fee. But
Right.
We gotta pay today because.
And they don't want to waive it when it was their fault. They never told me.
And they, all
You
you
don't-
had to do was prove that you were his wife, and you could have picked up the bike.
see-
That's a $33 fee that you don't owe. You should not have to owe
Exactly.
that. Because
So the thing
you could have
is,
picked the bike up
see,
yesterday.
since they're asking for, they need to make it plain. They can't just expect us to read their minds.
Well, just wait because they're having a powwow in the office back there. And they got the traffic sergeant, they have the main report desk sergeant and records unit sergeants back there, and then the community liaison sergeants back there. That's what that gentleman, he's the community liaison. Anytime somebody comes, anytime the news comes here, he meets them out front. The African American gentleman without the hair, he's the one that meets them out front and speaks with the police, or speaks with the news. He's their rep for that. And it falls on his shoulders because he's running this whole department. So he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders right now because he's running everything in this building right now, and he's in charge of it all. And that's a lot of responsibility to have.
Yes.
And he's probably going through a lot of stress too because of what's been going on with people shooting cops and people shooting each other and everything. The police are getting to the point where they're going to start becoming hyper vigilant.
So that's another reason to be nice and not extort people.
Yes, but
That's
it's
another reason.
It's
they need
another
to be
reason. It's
reasonable.
another reason to not get shot by the police. Don't
You know what?
cause
Let me
any
tell
problem.
you. Let me tell you. I am not afraid. I have no children, nobody to be afraid, and I
I-
will take a bullet if I have to defend my rights.
I don't
And
think
you know,
you're gonna
I'm
have
not a
to do
felon.
that.
I have really been thinking about becoming armed. I'm going to buy.
You should.
I'm going to buy some type of
You should.
a weapon,
But
firearm.
you're going to need to take a whole class, and you're going to have to.
That's not what the Second Amendment says. We'll see what they're saying, what the law.
You can't carry your weapon
We'll see,
concealed
we'll
on
see,
you
we'll see.
without having a concealed carry.
I don't have to have it concealed. Open carry is a lot easier. Is the Second Amendment. I'm not gonna let them give me all this ringamaroo.
But you still have to have a permit for open carry.
No, you don't. No. That's the whole thing. Then what? Then the Second Amendment is dead. Only they're making it a privilege. No.
It is a privilege to
No,
carry a gun.
if you have open carry, it should be a lot easier than if you're trying to conceal in most states. So we will see, because I will
Well,
not
maybe,
let them.
maybe that might be different here in Michigan. Open carry might be different because I know, like down in Texas, you don't even have to have a paperwork for the gun. You can go
Right.
purchase. You can go purchase a gun at the store, and as long as it's out in the open, you're not concealing it. You're not breaking any laws. You're legal as long as your gun is registered.
Right.
That's it. You don't have to have a permit for any of that. None of
Right.
that. But if you're going to carry it under your shirt, concealed,
Right.
then you have to have a special permit.
Right. You know, there's somebody on here. I really love his work.
Yeah.
Their work. I'm not sure. His name is Matty, the constitutional coroner person, and I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of him. And I'm going to go on your channel, Matty, if you're still on.
Well,
and-
just to mention
and
him
find out-
is gonna probably bring it to his page. Just mentioning his name.
Right. No, he's on now, but
Cool.
he or she, I'm not so sure. I think he's a transgender person. So I'm not so sure. I apologize if I'm not addressing you the way you wish to be addressed, Matty. But if I could get a hold of you, I'm gonna need some advice about other stuff too. I'm quite nervous right now because of how they do. So I hope to get a hold of you, Matty. I'm going to try and put a message on one of your videos. I see your work, and you are truly one who stands up for your rights, and I like it. So Anyway, people, I'm gonna read some of the chat and then go back over there and see what they tell me. It says here, Grib Lakes Crusader says, just carry a shotgun. You're right. I didn't think about
If
that.
you carry a shotgun on you, you're definitely gonna be pulled over by the police. If you're carrying a pistol, you're fine, but you carry a shotgun on you around town, somebody's gonna call the cops. Period.
Northern Corruption
It happened in Texas
says
when it was
concealed
running around
carry
town
is
with
legal,
guns.
but you have to announce it. Okay.
Yeah.
Maddie is awesome. Yes, Bob Bitching. Which city is she in here in Michigan? I am in Grand Rapids. And I really need help and orientation because I feel, especially since COVID-19, everything changed. Everything changed.
July 3rd.
Right, Michigan Mister is saying that it's a privilege or a right to carry. It is a right.
You should not have to pay for the.
Yeah, text Bud. Why the Second Amendment otherwise, right? And Michigan Mister says they'll never waive the fees. Probably not, especially because I'm videoing, so they may not want to. When I first came here, they didn't even want me to video. They were so new at it. They hadn't been exposed to being videoed. They were like, why are you videoing me? These young people, these cadets. And since then, they don't do that anymore. Yeah, it says Northern Corruption, you're right. Pretty soon, we will get hypervigilant and band together, right? And Text Bud says film and film all. Yes, my dear. Thank you all 17 of you. My channel's small, so thank you for being on. And yes, Text Bud, they're trying to find a way to charge more money. They better do the right thing and release the scooter free of charge. GRB Lakes Crusader. Yes, but you know, that's kind of difficult. That's kind of difficult. We don't take no bull from nobody, says New Mexico citizen.
So I had to still support the hat, and I don't drink anymore. I drank.
Mike Stevens says they'd steal the silver out of your teeth if they thought they could get 50 cents for it.
He was a judge.
Oh, someone's there ready? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, people. ID should be enough. Right. Michigan Mister, thank you. Thank you, Michigan Mister. Praying for you. Yes, thank you for your prayers. I appreciate it very much.
Okay, you ready?
1 second, please. Thank you, everyone. Please hit the like button. Yes, sir, Mr. Ted.
Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay. Desk Lieutenant said he'll do it for the towing charge, 160.
Really?
Yep. Or you can do the 370.
You know, thank you, because I know that there's an impound fee. And I appreciate, I want to, just like I said, I want to now say that I really thank you, everyone, for doing the right thing. Because we tried to get it, number one. Number two, the man, you know what? He's not just a vet, he's a Vietnam. You know how many there are left? Maybe not even a dozen left. Oh, he thinks maybe 6. Thank you for doing this because otherwise, not only that it would be wrong, this, for you doing the right thing, I want to thank you so much that I could hug you, because you know what? Right is doing right. Not so much the money, which is already a big deal when you don't have a lot of income. Or even if you do, it's the principle of it. And because I had already said things that you thought were accusatory, I equally want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I do not, the intent here is not to make you look good or bad or anything. The intent is to do the right thing. This is why I video, because it's not, I cannot make you look good or bad. I just film, and you know what? The stars shine and the snowflakes melt, and you and whoever's back there has definitely in my eyes, and I think in the eyes of my viewers, has in YouTube all over the world, because even though I'm a small channel, I have people all over the world, will know that you did the right thing and that I appreciate it. 160, even though I still don't think it's right, but you know what? I just wanted you to do it. Thank you so much.
We'll get copies of this.
You know what?
Take care.
You get copies? Thank you.
Excuse the flag. Hard up there.
20 of you? 20 of you?
Mom,
I love you for being here.
throwing out cold. Please come last night.
They're gonna do it for 160, which is the impound in the 1 day. And that is correct.
I won't want to show this.
Can you tell me what the impound fee was? 130, right?
They want to pull the plug.
160 even.
I let you.
Even? That's the impound fee, so you didn't charge me for any days?
The storage fees were all waived.
Thank you. So that's all right. I thought it was the impound in 1 day. Thank you. I've got 21 of you, the most I've ever had for my small channel. One time, people, I had 190. They thought I was in Chicago at Lincoln Park. And I had 190 of you. I've never in my life had that. But thank you, all 21 of you. I'm about to pay, so I think I'm going to close this, everyone. And so I can take the money out, get my receipt, go home. I love you. Thank you, my dear subs, dear soul. Look at this nice-looking young lady. I hope that she does well. I hope she doesn't learn any dirty tricks in her work, that she becomes ethical, legal, and moral in her work. Thank you. Love you all. I don't even want to get off, but I got to pay this. I'm so happy.
Stand right here.
Love you. Talk to you later.
Right here. So you go down court and meet me. I was down here last night.
All right, people. I'm going to shut it off. I'm always having difficulty. Here we go.
4 to 5.